Okay, so today I'd like to talk about how to log on to Night Skies Network. If you are in the mood to broadcast your view through your telescope, you can follow this little tutorial step by step, and should allow you to log on without any problems at all. Let's get started. So this is Night Skies Network. You come onto the main page. You will need to sign up to broadcast. It's up in the top right-hand corner there. If I can get it in focus, I apologize. Once you've done that and got your, and it's usually pretty quick, couple of days, maybe a day or so turnaround, then and it's absolutely free, by the way. There's no charge to broadcast or to even view, which is absolutely wonderful. The hardware you're going to need, so you're going to need a computer, obviously. I would suggest you get one with dual screens, like I have here, because it uses up a lot of real estate, especially when you're trying to control your mount and you're trying to get your software for your capture from your camera, plus Night Skies Network. It's just a lot that is going on. So you really do need two monitors. You'll need a browser that is enabled for Adobe Flash, because this site does work off Adobe Flash to grab your video and your audio. So let's talk about a little more hardware for cameras. If you use a camera that is like this little QHY that has USB, then obviously your video is right into your feeds right, and your audio feeds, if you have audio, it feeds right into your computer already. If you're using like a Malin cam, obviously it's a little bit different setup. It's a little higher end. You have a BNC 75 ohm video output on the camera, and you also have a computer control, and you also have a S-video. So you actually have two video sources on this camera, which is really great, because what I like to do is I like to use the 75 ohm BNC adapter and take that wire out to a monitor. So like if you're doing public outreach or something like that, that way you can have the video for the public outreach going to a monitor 10 or 15 foot away from your computer, and you still have a video input coming from your S-video into your computer that you can also broadcast onto Night Skies Network at the same time. So that's kind of a nice thing about the Malin cams that I do enjoy. It is computer controlled. There is a cable that you have to buy for this to get hooked into your computer. That is hooked in through serial port, by the way. You'll have to have, if you don't have one, you'll have to have maybe a USB, serial to USB adapter if you don't have a serial port on your computer. Most of us don't. It's kind of an older deal. But that's the way you can get in your computer control, and then your video from the Malin cam is going to be fed in from either your 75 ohm or your S-video. You'll need like a dazzle or something to capture. So here's your S-video, and if you wanted to use you also have RCA for your video and then your audio as well. So that's enough about the software or the hardware. So let's go to the software now. I'm using IC Capture. I have a current view of the sun in HA. It's a horrible day today. I've got really some clouds that are high and wispy, so it's not the best picture at all. But I wanted to just do it for demonstration purposes to actually broadcast on Night Skies Network. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So our driver now, this is important, is already being captured by the IC Capture software. In this case, I'm using a DMK41 camera from Imaging Source, so that driver is occupied currently by the software. So now, how do we get this image then onto Night Skies Network? Because Night Skies Network is going to want to capture it, but it won't share drivers, right? So you're going to need a third-party program. I like to use a program called Webcam Max. And Webcam Max is currently capturing, and I'll show you how I got that. You'll want to go to, up here you can choose, different cameras. So there's got a picture of me because it grabbed my webcam. You've got different ones that you can choose. Well, you really can't do any of these because we want to grab the DMK 41, well, that's currently being occupied. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to capture our screen. And by doing that, we will go up here and we will choose, you can either follow the cursor, specific window, specific area, or full screen. Well, in this case, we're going to choose specific area. And when you do that, you're going to see a little frame here that kind of shows up. And as I move it around on that screen, you'll see that it moves around on that screen. So I'm capturing anything under this red area. So we're just going to simply move it over, and we're going to kind of put it right in that window and of whatever your preview is. Now, when you do that, you can come over here and you can actually uncheck this little box here where it says show specific area. When I do that, the red area that was over here disappeared, but I'm still capturing what was underneath it. So when I look back over the software now, I actually have the image that I am capturing on the other screen. Now this can be chosen now as a camera, if you will, for Night Skies Network. So let's now go to Night Skies Network. We'll minimize this. Here's Night Skies Network. Just a little bit about the site. You'll need to sign up to broadcast, obviously. And if you just want to view, you can view as a guest. The only thing is you won't be able to chat with the astronomers. Now, in order to broadcast, you just simply click here, and you can put in your username and password. I broadcast as Event Horizon Observatory on Night Skies Network. So when I click that, it currently shows nobody is broadcasting. If somebody was broadcasting, you would have a row of squares here that you could click on that are showing a semi-live view of what you know, not only the name of the individual that is broadcasting, but then you'll also be able to click on it and see and talk. You wouldn't be able to do it audibly, but you can talk by chat to the astronomers. You do hear the astronomer though, so sound is also going to be necessary in order if you choose to do that, or you can just choose to chat back. It's up to you. So in order to broadcast, we're going to go ahead up here to the login, and we're going to click on that. It's going to give me an opportunity to log in again, and it says Publish Channel. So we're going to go ahead and click on that now. Now when I do that, now I've got the flash grabbed it, and it's grabbing in this little window up here. It is currently grabbing my video that was, you know, from the overlay that we put here. And the reason that's happening is because if I right-hand click on here and I go to Settings, and you'll see that I've got an opportunity here to change, either grab a camera or grab Webcam Max, and that's exactly what I'm grabbing. I can't grab the DMK because it's already being used by IC Capture. So I capture Webcam Max, so that way I get the overlay displayed in the window over here. Same thing with if you want to have your audience listen to you, you'll need to click on this and choose the microphone that you want. Okay, and then you just simply hit close. One last thing, when you're broadcasting, you want to left-hand click, and down below it gives you a chance to adjust your bandwidth, and you can take that up if you'd like. I usually take it up not all the way, and I do about 70-75% on the picture as well. Most important thing is your resolution. You want to set your resolution at 640 by 480. We've all found that that's about the best resolution that's good for being able to see some detail. Also, you want to take I always take my frame rate down to 30 frames for the high frame rate, and I take my sound, since I do have a quality microphone, I take it up to 44,000 or 44 kilohertz. Okay, so then when that's done, you just hit OK, and then that changes your resolution. So now what you're seeing here is exactly what I have here, and of course I need to do a little bit of an adjustment because the clouds are going in and out and I'm getting overexposed, so I need to bring that down a little bit. And when I do that, it made the adjustment over here as well. The outlay here that we have, you can actually put a title in here, and it will show up here right beside your screen name. It will show, like if you're doing a C8 with a type of camera that you're using or whatever, you can actually put that in text here. And then this is your chat window, so if anybody wants to speak with you, they'll start talking here. And this window is your viewers. Now, currently I have 2 viewers. Anything that says NSN or begins with NSN are actual NSN members that have signed on, but they haven't put their name in the box to chat yet. If it says guest, then it will show up as guest. You'll see that one person just Texas Drew just logged in, and there he is. He's talking as good afternoon. So I hope that shows everybody a little bit about how to log on, and now you're able to continue the broadcast. It has a little timer here that shows how long you've been online, and you can chat with your audience and show your views. So hopefully that's been helpful, and thank you very much.